Hello everyone and welcome back after a very long time. So today I'm going to be sharing my whipped cream cheese frosting recipe, and for that you will be needing 180 grams of cream cheese, 1 cup of whipping cream, 65 grams of icing sugar and about 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I will be beating my whipping cream first and then incorporate that to the cream cheese because whipping cream needs more beating. And make sure you start off with cold whipping cream, otherwise room temperature cream won't be able to trap in the air bubbles and it may collapse. Just beat the cream until you get stiff peaks and it starts to hold its shape. Then I will be beating my cream cheese, and mine is a little bit cold, not exactly at room temperature, otherwise it'll be too runny and won't be of pipable consistency. Add in half of the sugar and vanilla extract first, beat it for about 10 to 15 seconds and then add in the rest of the sugar. Do not beat your cream cheese for more than 10 to 15 seconds, otherwise the frosting will be very soft and runny. Now it's time to mix the cream cheese and whipped cream together. So add some of the whipped cream to the cream cheese and gently fold the mixture until both of them are incorporated well. Once you're done folding the entire whipping cream to the cream cheese, give it a final whip for about 5 to 10 seconds so that they combine well, and your cream cheese frosting of pipable consistency is ready. Pour this frosting onto a piping bag with your favorite nozzle. I'm using a plain round tip one, and I find it very convenient in using a glass to pour the frosting onto the piping bag. And there you have it, your homemade pipable cream cheese frosting is ready. So I will be showing you how I like to frost my cakes and cupcakes. As you can see, I'm using this frosting to frost my cute little tiny red velvet cupcakes, and I'm using the red velvet cake crumbs as a garnish on the top. You can also use this recipe as a filling for your red velvet cakes as well as to frost your entire cakes with it. Pipe some of the whipped cream onto the cake board so that the cake layer adheres onto the board. And then use the cream cheese frosting as a filling between the cake layers. If you want, you can also add condensed milk into the frosting to elevate the flavor. Just reduce the amount of sugar in this recipe and add in about 1/4 cup of condensed milk, so that can be a great filling for your cakes as well. Now here I'm making a very simple 2-layer red velvet cake. So once the filling is done, I'm covering the sides as well as the top of the cake with this whipped cream cheese frosting, and with the help of an offset spatula and a bench scraper, I'll just smoothen out the sides and the edges of the cake. To decorate the cake, I will be piping blobs of the frosting on top of the cake. done, don't worry if it doesn't turn out well. You can just scrape it off and pipe it again until you're satisfied with it. Now here you can just leave the cake as it is and garnish it with red velvet cake crumbs, but because I'm a little bit extra, I will be covering the entire top of the cake with these blobs. Once that's done, I garnished it with red velvet cake crumbs. And I also had these golden sugar balls, so I decided to put these as well. So this is how the cake looks, and I really hope this recipe was helpful. You can use this to pipe on top of your red velvet cakes or carrot cakes or any other cake that you like. The measurements and everything are all listed in the description box below as always. Do subscribe if you haven't already, and if you happen to make this, then do share your feedback as well. So that's all for today. See you soon in my next video and take care.